I'll tell you very briefly some of the things that I learned that could possibly help you when you're thinking about getting into this this business of helping people. The first thing is something that I did by accident. Every homeless person I talk to on the street or anywhere, I ask them their name and I ask them where they're from, because a lot of people on the street, people don't talk to them, and if they do talk to them, they don't have a name. So it's very important to find out where they're from and what their story is. Some of it, they won't tell you all of it because some of it's too painful. On the other hand, I also learned from other homeless agencies to never ever give them money. I know it's very tempting to do that. I used to give everybody $1 that I saw, and instead we started giving them MTA cards because they always need a ride somewhere. If you can find people, especially tourists who are leaving the city, they can donate their unused rides. Gift cards to places like that where they can get to a bathroom so that they can wash their face and, also get something to eat. Also, I told a lot of people who would come and volunteer with us, they would start to get overwhelmed. If you start to despair that the problem is too overwhelming and that the, people's problems are just too much for you to deal with, the way to not despair for me is to constantly tell myself two things. Number one, you cannot save everybody. Number two, you can't fix anybody. All we can do is to direct people to the professionals who can help them. You have to listen to them, ask them what they need, and respect their boundaries. I see people, giving their leftovers to people. That's very nice, but it's also very nice to ask them if they want it, because the homeless people at St. Mary's would constantly tell us people were giving them stuff they didn't need. And some people, believe it or not, because of various things, prefer to live on the streets. So you can't rescue them and force them to take housing. Some people have that boundary, and then we have to respect it. And last but not least, there's a lot of human trafficking that goes on with homeless people. If you volunteer at any place, if you work among the homeless on the street, please try to educate yourself about what human trafficking looks like, because the homeless are especially vulnerable. Our sisters in England are funding a program called the Kluwer Initiative, and I've put business cards out there with my name on them. If you want to get in touch with me about the Kluwer Initiative and to trafficking initiatives here in the United States, please let me know. It's very important to fight that as well.